SCS Unlimited would like to thank you for your purchase and support.
This will be your guide to learn about all the tools, techniques, and tips needed to properly install your new SCS Ski-Doo Sled Wrap. Biggest thing to know is that it's not rocket science. This is actually pretty simple. So all you really need is the time, the patience, and the knowledge to get it done. Here at SCS Unlimited, we use top quality, engineering grade vinyl for our sled wraps. This vinyl then has a thick protective layer of UV laminate applied over the top. This material combination ensures that your wrap will stand up to the everyday elements that are thrown at it, as well as being super simple for the consumer to install. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to some tools that will help you with the installation process. A heat gun and possibly an extension cord. Towels and some sort of adhesive remover, such as goof off. These will be the items that will help with the removal of any existing graphics. Next, you're going to need some isopropyl alcohol or glass cleaner to thoroughly clean the surface of your snowmobile. We recommend using a 70-30 isopropyl alcohol to water mixture as the choice cleaner, because it evaporates quickly, leaving no moisture on the surface. The last couple items that you'll need: a squeegee and an X-Acto knife. The squeegee will help assist the application of the sled wrap and prevent any bubbles from building up between the graphic and the body of the snowmobile. The X-Acto knife will be used to trim certain parts of the tunnel for a more custom fit. The most important thing is to have a clean install area as well as clean hands when handling the material. Before you dive into the preparation and cleaning of your snowmobile, you want to unroll your package and reference the install key that was included. Familiarize yourself with each of the pieces and where they go. It is also important to let the graphic sit and return to its natural state. You are going to want to start with removing any existing stock graphics. Your heat gun will be the appropriate tool to help simplify this process. Set the temperature anywhere from 400 to 420 degrees. Distribute the heat evenly across the decal by moving the gun in a back and forth motion to monitor the temperature of the plastic and decal, as you want to make sure not to overheat these areas. Any adhesive residue that is left behind should be addressed with your adhesive remover. Cleaning and preparing the surface of your snowmobile is the most important part to a sled wrap. The surface needs to be thoroughly cleaned to ensure that the adhesive bonds the way it is intended. Contamination between the adhesive and the surface of the snowmobile can reduce the adhesion level and cause noticeable blemishes beneath the graphic. This is where the isopropyl alcohol comes in. It's strong enough to cut through dirt and grime and powerful enough to neutralize the oily residue left behind from your adhesive remover. Remember, this is a very easy material to work with. Whenever you feel like a piece isn't going on correctly, peel it off and start over. The longer the graphic is in contact with the snowmobile, the stronger it will lock into place. So you do have a small window to reposition the graphic if desired placement wasn't achieved. The best way to begin the install is to decide which piece to start with. Pick one of the more predominant panels on either the hood or sides of the snowmobile. Work out from that desired piece to the next. Peel your first piece from the backing, establish a body line on the corresponding panel. Align the graphic to that body line. Run a finger along the edge to initiate contact, holding the rest of the graphic away from the panel. Apply the graphic with the squeegee, working the material back and forth so that the graphic is applied evenly to the panel without establishing any air bubbles. Keep an eye on the artwork and that it is lining up from one panel to the next. Our wraps are designed to fit centered in each of the panels, with 1/16 to an 1/8 inch allowance around each edge. Last but not least, we still have those upgrades to install. The tank and seat pieces, as well as the tunnel sections, should be applied like the rest of the wrap. Establish a body line to position the graphic. Work that section on with the squeegee in an even back and forth motion, keeping in mind to make sure you don't trap any air bubbles. Some snowmobile platforms will need a little extra care to get the tunnel to fit correctly. For instance, the Rev XS platform comes standard with R-Motion suspension. You'll have to be careful and not get the graphic hung up as you slide the graphic in behind the easy adjustment compression dials. Our tunnels are printed at 52 inches wide. The 52-inch graphic will fit a tunnel with a 137-inch track. You'll have to do a little trimming at the end for a custom fit. We have included an extension piece to add on for the 146, 154, and 163-inch tracks. Trimming the extension piece will vary depending on the length of your track. So hopefully by now you have the confidence and knowledge you need to take on this project. Just remember to take your time and not to rush it. On behalf of SCS Unlimited, we thank you for tuning in.